Let's see if this thing works. It's a live test. Let me get a good check here. How's that sound? Let me see. Dial this in. All right. Well, let me see. I might be a little bit too loud. Let me step back a little bit. Not sure about the delay. Let me check that. Okay. All right. I think this thing works. I do not expect anybody to get on here. It's Thursday. Is it Thursday? What day is this? It is Thursday, October 13th. There's a race going on right now, the California 300. So I'm sure nobody is paying attention at all to anything. And nobody will be on here. I've never done this, so be easy on me. This is really a test on the equipment, the computer setup, the camera, this program over here that I'm figuring out, and the current internet connection that I'm dealing with in my backyard operations shack here at LEADNAV. So I'm just kind of testing everything out. Might be a little dark. I'm just trying to see if I have to set up any lighting or anything to do this in the future. But I guess we can call this 001. And I think everything's working. Let's see here. I can switch over to the iPad view. Switch back. Looks like everything's in focus. If anybody happens to jump on this live, which again, I highly doubt it. And that's kind of the plan. I don't want anybody to really jump on here right now because I really don't know if this thing's actually working. But if anybody happens to jump on here, I'm talking to myself right now, but if anybody happens to jump on here, I will send them, for finding this, I will send you a free Pro Pack subscription for the year. And we'll orchestrate that. We'll get that going. But that's if anybody happens to jump on here. So everybody's getting ready to race the 300. We just put out the file video, kind of in this format, just testing everything out here. I really just got this shop going in the past couple months. I closed down the main office up on the Virginia side where we bumped across to North Carolina. I got a warehouse down the road with all the inventory in it. It's like 5 minutes down the road. And with everything going on the past year, I started running everything making the plan to run everything from my shop in the backyard. It's been a lot more efficient. I'm doing the Cerakoting here. I have the new Fuse 1 printer in the background running. The parts that we're cranking out of that. I spent the entire year playing around with FDM printed parts to prototype our machine parts. And like some of you know, that led to saying, hey, well, why can't we print some of these parts, these smaller components? And the FDM, a couple of y'all got the FDM prints. Heck, we sent out dozens of the FDM GPS enclosure prints. And FDM, which is like filament printing, it's just not consistent. So it led us down the road of I started looking at these SLS machines, which we got now in the back in this little back room here. There's a Fuse 1 which is printing nylon 12 powder. So, and it's making parts that are beautiful. So if anybody has any issues with the first, I mean, heck, we sent out again dozens of FDM printed parts. It should be holding up fine. But again, there's just inconsistencies in them, and printing those, it was a pain. I mean, it would take 6 hours to print one part, whereas now we're printing a whole chamber of parts. I'm printing almost like 16 of these every 12 hours. And the post processing on them is it's freaking beautiful. So super strong nylon 12 glass filled for X6 enclosures. And I've been shipping those out the door, and I haven't gotten any complaints on those so far. So hopefully the folks that have them like them. So let's see here. Again, I'm just learning this whole system here. All right. Well, somebody jumped on there randomly. So again, this is the first live I've ever done on here. So I'm just learning the system. If the volume's not right, go ahead. I think there's a chat window up here. You can tell me. But if you come into this, you happen upon this, I'll give you a free Pro Pack subscription for the year, LEADNAV GPS. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably got in here by mistake. But so just, I'm trying to think of how I can do that. Just, if you're on here, just hit me up in the, just DM me on Instagram while this is going on, or hit up our contact page right now on the website with your information, and I'll send you a free Pro Pack subscription as it looks like the first viewer ever in history. So there you go. So again, working out of the backyard shop, I mean, it is nice because I can come out here any time of day. I'm the Cerakoting. We got the next batch of Exos in. 25 units just showed up this week. The first 25 Exos, the first 25 that we made, and we haven't made Exos in like 2 years. So the first 25 that we made, it was within 72 hours. Almost all of them, all 25 were sold. So I just wrapped up Cerakoting those. I'm Cerakoting most of them here. So which is nice because I can come out here, prep them, blast them, degrease them, and then I can put a Cerakote finish on them and bake them in the oven for an hour. And I can just kind of come out here and just keep them cranking through the day. So on the last batch, since everybody hit me up all at once, and all 70 or all 25 of them went out or got taken within the first couple days, I actually had the help of somebody off site to help Cerakote and get me caught up on those. But this next batch of 25 that we got in, I know everybody's going to be jumping on them for the Baja 1000. If you get on and order an EXO, I just shipped a couple out this week already. But if you're going to plan on running one of these for the Baja 1000, order it this week at the latest by the end of next week, because it's first come, first serve. And I can only really Cerakote 2 a day max, really. So they're up on the store. I did an edit on the EXO on the website. You can now get it you can get it slick, direct bolt on to your dash, or you can get it with the ram ball, a C ball in the back, and then you can use any ram components you want to get it mounted up in your ride. Or and you can add the cable. For the cables, we're using Mophie. Folks been asking us since Apple switched over to the USB-C. Since folks switched over to USB-C, we went with the Mophie cables, and it's a USB-A to a USB-C. So from the iPad back to the USB-A, we're still plugging into the Motopower 3.1s, going directly into the battery. And that cable is good to go. So we've been testing it. Has no issues charging. That is the cable you want to get. But if you order the EXO, you can get the cable included, and you can now get the Moto Power 3.1 included. So we got 2 viewers on here. Again, this is the first one I've ever done of these. I don't even know if the mic's working. Check. Just making sure. Yeah. It's actually pretty amazing because I have machines running in the back room here and I'm not hearing them. But if you hear any humming, let me know. That's what this first one's about, just to do a little test. And I can't talk with that on because I'm getting a serious echo and it's screwing me up. If you saw the video the other day I put out, this is new to me. I hate talking on this thing. Oh, there. Wait a minute. Okay. Over here. Stefan. Sounds fine. I use your stuff on the 1000. It works. Awesome. Okay, now I got it figured out. I thought the chats were going to come over here, but they're coming over here. I got to move that. Stefan, if you hit me up on DM, like I said at the beginning of this, anybody that happens upon this live, this first one ever, if you hit me up in the either, just hit up the contact page right now during this stream, just go on the website, hit me up, and I'll send you a free Pro Pack subscription for the year. So I'll send you a Pro Pack. If you already have it, it'll bump you another year. So if you hit me up in email, I'll send you the token link and the Apple process to get you a free subscription for the year. Or you can hit me up on, if you're on a social media, Instagram, you can hit up the LEADNAV's DM. Just DM me during this. What I don't want to happen is I'm going to leave this up, and I don't want a bunch of people to hit me up after this live stream saying, oh yeah, I was on there. Send me a free code. So do me a favor. If you want a free pro subscription, and the folks that jump on here, just hit me up during this time frame of this live that's going out right now, and I'll send you that token code. We'll try that out. All right, cool. All right, figuring it out. Technology. All right. What else? I didn't really plan on anybody being on here. Again, I just got this stuff all set up this week. We're going up to the Annapolis, Maryland boat show this weekend in preparation to maybe next year have a presence up there. We've been getting into boating more. More the offshore, like the fishing style stuff with the charting and everything else being on other apps. We're not really caring about that, but being able to just store all the GPS file and the location points in LEADNAV is freaking huge for boaters too. We have a lot of boaters, so we plan on going to that next year. We're going to go scout it out this weekend. And it's right up the road. So I don't know if anybody's going to be up there, but I'll be up there Saturday, Sunday at the Annapolis, at the sailboat. We're going to the sailboat one. My buddy Dom, he went last weekend to the motorboat weekend. So, but I got to move this stuff around though. Because people are, when you chat over here, I'm a subscriber now. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, just hit me up in the email, Stefan, and I'll send you that token. That's it. Going up to the sailboat show this weekend, checking that out. The EXOs, the 25 units, the first batch of 25 again went off the shelf in like 72 hours. So there was a couple weeks where I was just cranking on those, just painting them up. And I got a Cerakote booth right behind you, behind the camera. I got my blast cabinet back there and the oven. So I'm doing it all here in shop. And when I got swamped with the first batch, I had somebody off site help me out. But when these 25 that just came in, again, if you want them for the Baja 1000, order them up. I mean, do me a favor, order them up this week or next week. If you order them up in the next 2 weeks, I can pretty much guarantee that you will have them before the Baja 1000. But after that, it's going to be cutting it close. So Again, they're right here. And they are freaking beautiful. The first batch was good to go. The second batch is even better. I don't think any will notice the difference sit next to each other, but there's just little minor things, little adjustments we did. Um, but they're perfect. So yeah. And the X6 enclosures, they've been going out the door, just batch printing them behind me in the Fuse 1. And maybe I'll do a live sometime, show you all the Fuse 1 running. The machine's amazing. I mean, it was a big investment, but what it can do, it can batch print nylon 12. I can show you here for anybody who cares. Hold on. That's it. That's what it's printing. This jug of nylon 12 glass fill powder. And again, the folks that ordered the first couple prints we did, I mean, they're, again, I mean, I have confidence in those parts that we sent out, but we were printing those on FDM, and it was a carbon fiber infilled part, polycarbonate. I mean, they're definitely strong, but it was a pain in the ass to consistently print those at the quality we were trying to print them. It's the FDM world. It's just, we're not running an Etsy shop here. We wanted professional parts. So again, this was a big investment, but it's amazing. I mean, it's laying down a layer of powder, and then it heats up the chamber, lays down a layer of powder, like a micron layer, and then a laser goes by and basically welds that layer. And then it lays another layer of powder over, welds a layer, and it just keeps stacking. So we can fill a chamber filled with these. And in 12 hours, we'll pull out like, I think I said it was like 16 units in 12 hours. And then we just blast them off in the blast cabinet, and we RIT dye them in a tank, a heated tank, just to put a graphite finish on them. And they're freaking beautiful. I mean, they're strong as hell. I mean, we'll guarantee these. I mean, if you break one of these, let me know, but they're good to go. We got 3 people. All right, folks, first live ever. If you're on here, hit me up on our contact page on the website. I'll send you a free Pro Pack subscription for the year, or I'll bump your year that you already have. Just hit me up during this live on the contact page. That's it. This was really just a test. I don't really have anything planned for this. Again, I know everybody's racing, prepping, pre-running for the 300. So I'm going to shuffle some things around. I got to put the chat page over here so I can see what's coming in. And my goal with this is when big races come up, or you know, we launch new products and stuff like that, I can get on here and do some questions and answers for the races. And I've had a lot of folks hit me up. They wanted during the crazy past couple years. Heck, there was 2 years where I was doing training trips consistently up till the C word happened, and then all training stopped. So, and folks now, you know, obviously traveling right now is still kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass, but folks been asking me to do Zoom training for teams and groups and consulting. So this whole thing, I'm just trying to see how that would, go on something like this. They do look good. There's Way of the Mill. You're number 3. You're obviously bored. Way of the Mill. That's who's machining these parts for me right now. Again, they're beautiful. They're good looking. So that's it. I just want to do a little test of the system, make sure it can run on my the terrible internet I currently have running. After the boat show next weekend or this weekend, and we get back the following week, I have folks coming over to look at putting a direct internet to this shack I'm in, so my kids don't suck down all the bandwidth. So, but it looks like it's doing all right on this. Looks like it's doing all right. All right. Who knows? I just want to test this out again. We might do some training on this, race prep on this. Prior to pre-running, we might get on here and kind of work through the course live and just do some questions and answers. It's just quicker for me to come out here now. Now that this is working, I can come out here just like the other day and knock out a quick. I can just ramble. People ask me questions on DM, on Instagram. How do I do this? How do I do that? It's pretty easy for me to come out here now and just jump on this and kind of show you. Again, I can switch over to, I can pull up the iPad, direct, make sure. Here we go. Test this out. There's the California 300 this weekend. If you haven't seen that video, I put up the quick prep on that. But that's it, folks. I ain't going to ramble anymore. I just want to see if this thing worked. 4 viewers. Amazing. Again, if anybody's on here during this, you 4 people, during the live, if you hit me up in the contact page, I'll send you a free Pro Pack subscription for the year. Just go to the website, just send an email, say, hey, it's me. I was on the live. And I'll send you the token thing to unlock it for you for the year or to extend your current one. But that's it. And then for the folks that are watching this, I'm going to keep it up there. I don't know why, but it's number 1. So we'll just keep it up there so I can look back and maybe one day and realize how dumb it was. But the folks that watch this after the fact, don't be hitting me up saying, hey, where's my free Pro Pack? You know, it's just the folks that are on here live. So, and sent my info. Thanks. Cool. Yep. I'll send you the free Pro Pack. I'll probably get the email here in a bit, and I'll send you the process to unlock that. Appreciate you jumping on here. And that's it, folks. Everybody have a good weekend. Race out.